Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a spotlight on Boot Hill Heroes. This is a Japanese-style RPG by Experimental Gamer Studios and is available on Steam for $8.99 US. Boot Hill Heroes tends to hit all of the right buttons, but at times it feels like they started randomly mashing them. It's plagued by collision issues, and a battle system, though innovative, switches from being dull as dishwater to being a frantic mess. Oh, and it has a multiplayer mode that really makes no sense in this style of RPG. It was stupid in Final Fantasy VI, and it's stupid now. I feel that an RPG, especially a JRPG, is a good candidate for an episodic game. Due to their nature, you can have multiple endings within a single game that toss in a plot twist. Just look at every single Super Nintendo or PlayStation Final Fantasy game. You can see where they could have had a split in it. Sadly, most episodic games try to extend the episode with extra meaningless fluff that adds nothing but time to the game. Boot Hill Heroes doesn't do this until the end of the game, and at that point it's completely optional. This is a game that takes clear inspiration from Earthbound, or as some of you may know, Mother, but with a wild, wild west setting. You control a kid named, conveniently enough, Kid. You and your mom are kind of in a pickle with little money left and bills that are due. So as all moms should do, she sends you, her only child, out into the world to get a job. She doesn't send you empty-handed, or headed. Your mom imparts on you a lovely new hat. As your late father always said, the hat makes the man. You learn skills from your hats called Vantages. These are your combat abilities in which you can have 4 equipped at any given time. During your job, you end up getting taken for all your worth by a card shark. This spurs you on an unlikely adventure with a Chippewa princess named Moondancer, a bounty hunter named Doc, and a red-haired girl named Rosie. You spend about 12 hours with these characters fighting rebellious school kids, raccoons, clowns, and mad haberdashers, all in the name of finding the no-good swindler that took your money. Before you know it, you learn that this cheat is a member of the notorious Saints Little Gang, who have come out of hiding after 10 long years. Things happen, events occur, hardships are overcome, friendships are formed. You take down the swindler, and with your chest swelling with pride, you decide to go take on the rest of the gang before they can incite a war between the Chippewa and the settlers of Bronco County. It's really hard to know when you will collide with an object, or pass through it. Since some objects you can walk behind, it would be nice to have it subtly push you around the object. This issue is compounded when you combine it with a horse, whose hitbox is larger, so you have to get off of it in order to fit into some of the tighter spots. At times you'll dismount a horse in order to enter a building and find that you can't move. You've been placed in a bush. Sometimes just crossing a bridge with a horse, or walking past an NPC not with a horse, is an effort in frustration, making you want to pull your hair out. The combat system is an interesting real-time turn-based combat system where each character gains power points slowly over time. Each character can have 4 vantages active at any time. These are either offensive or defensive vantages. Using your vantages correctly and efficiently is a key to winning regular fights with basic mobs as well as boss fights. Enemies and players have the same system of 4 vantages and a PP bar that gains steadily over time. You don't know what vantages your enemies have until they go and use them on you. You have a pause function that allows you to sit there, stop for a minute, and take a breath. It also allows you to enter commands at that time that will be executed after you unpause. It is needed when you have more than 2 party members, as flipping between the 4 characters can get super frantic, and honestly, a muscle cramp at the wrong time could spell your doom. This all sounds pretty good, but unfortunately you only have 1 character that has a healing skill. There are no consumable items or any method of healing you in or out of combat aside from walking around. Even doctors can't heal your hit points. Only status effects can be cured outside of battle. This doesn't seem like an issue, but when combined with the randomness of dodging and criticals, it can get quite frustrating. This is most evident in the final fight, where the boss, when blocked, still does 2 to 4 times the damage that you do with your unblocked attack. This makes it more frustrating than hard. One really nice feature is when a character falls in battle, they immediately start reviving on their own. This causes them to get a status ailment when they die, but as long as you can hold out for a while, they will be able to get back up and help with the fight again. This can save your life in a tough battle, but only works if you have more than one player in your party. In short, Boot Hill Heroes is a bit rough around the edges, but has some wonderful storytelling, a great art style, a wonderful upbeat soundtrack. Its ending feels like the rest of the game is a waste of time, collision is a pain, and the combat can be a blessing and a curse. Could be worth a jaunt if you're a fan of Earthbound, but wish it was more Wild West themed. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Link will be in the description below, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, or add me to your Google Plus circles. I also have a Patreon campaign going on. Feel free to support me on there if you so desire. And if you want to see more, click that subscribe button.